Good evening, everyone. My name is Muri Dueppen. I was a CCPS parent from 2004 until 2020 when my youngest graduated. I have been a local education advocate for 10 years, and I am a candidate in this year's Board of Education election. I signed up to speak tonight on the topic of school safety, and I will get to that. But first, I want to make a quick comment on the current registration process for citizen participation. I find the requirement to be for or against the submitted topic to be simplistic and divisive. If I had been solely interested in commenting specifically on agenda item 6C, I would have struggled to choose, because I am against book bans and censorship, but for the reconsideration process and the right of all parents to manage which materials their kids can access. I am against all media with gratuitously explicit sexual content at every grade level, but for diverse, challenging, age-appropriate materials, especially those that tell truths about the world to teens on the cusp of adulthood. I am for protecting children from exploitation and creating nurturing learning environments, but must reluctantly be against the policy revision under consideration tonight as written, because the definition still lacks clarity and seems too broadly restrictive. I also fear it is unnecessary, serving to perpetuate the culture war being played out in our schools instead of prioritizing many more important issues, like school safety. I was a high schooler in the 1980s when the Parents Music Resource Center crusaded to protect children from dirty and dangerous music. All they accomplished was the introduction of a toothless parental advisory label that served as a beacon for the rebellious, the curious, and the quite aware of what they are going through, teenagers who hate being babied. Little shout out to David Bowie on the 8th anniversary of his passing there. Plus, another side note, look up John Denver's Senate statement on rock lyrics and record labeling sometime. Anyway, today, those songs, and much more objectionable ones, as far as I would argue, are all readily available right here on our phones. So are all of the out-of-context excerpts recently used to challenge books. So are really risky perils. For any student with a smartphone, there is a very good chance that the innocence that so many who are valiantly trying to preserve is already gone and substantially endangered, whether from actual pornography and predators, cyberbullying, or unhealthy screen and social media attachments. It also just so happens that this distraction and the disruption it causes in classrooms is a large part of the troubling problem that you have been hearing from educators at recent meetings. Behavioral issues have become persistent, pervasive, and a threat to the well-being of teachers as well.
Please finish your thought.
Thank you. I have one sentence left. I am for figuring out how to make schools safer for all students and staff as soon as possible, starting with the mobile device problem. Thank you.